Hey guys, Kate here. And one thing I've learned in kayak fishing is that it's important to scout out lakes. If you can go ahead of time without dragging the kayak there, just to see if it's something you can take kayak to, what the water levels are like, what the conditions are like, it's worth it. I've made that mistake of driving all the way out to a lake and I didn't know the water levels were half a mile down the beach. So today we're gonna go explore just a little bit, go to Enterprise Reservoir. I've never been there. See what it's like, and maybe in the future I can go do a little fishing there. All right, we're checking out. We're out here in St. George, Utah area in the beautiful Mojave Desert. So coming up here is a little bit of the insanity that happens around spring break in Utah, and coincidentally also when we have a plethora of snow and rain. This year's been amazing weather this winter in Utah, and what happens is we've been in a big drought, but as you can see, we've got waterfalls, and this is actually the overflow from Gunlock Reservoir. Everybody here, this is Saturday in Utah is family day, plus it's spring break, so everybody's rushing out to check out the waterfalls. It's a really popular attraction, and if you're coming to Utah and you hear about it, you should really honestly go check it out. This is a little bit of the microcosm that you get at Zion, just less people, and you can actually drive through, so it's a nice little day trip if you are checking out the sites in southern Utah. And here we come up on Gunlock Reservoir. This is Gunlock State Park in Utah. It is filled to the brim, as you can see. That's what the overflow is, and here's the boat ramp. The gates are closed as they have certain hours, so you should check that if you want to go check it out. Obviously, it's a little chocolate milk right now, but a few months ago, the water was about 30 feet below the boat ramp, if you can believe it. It was crazy. So this lake, the state had to poison it off because somebody introduced smallmouth bass. So guys, don't ditch a fish. It just ruins it for everybody. Anyways, it's amazing how much water levels are here. I can't wait to go fishing in this lake.
I'll hold by your flight.
Look at that.
Is that everything for you? Alrighty.
Did I get the last one? All right. So here we are traveling through Enterprise, Utah. We're heading up towards the reservoirs up in those mountains. It's in the Dixie National Forest. It's all the forest roads you take out there, but at least this one is paved. This one, you'll see a sign for Honeycomb Rocks Campground, and that's the one you want to follow. It was really gorgeous. Actually, this has been in the snow all winter, so it was nice to get up here. And here, up at the top, the very beginning of Enterprise Reservoir, and I've never been here. Oh, look at that cute dog. Oh boy, I mean, it's filled to the brim. Literally, there's two lakes. This is sort of the conservation end. When it gets really, really low in droughts, it might still have some water down here, and then there's an upper part of this. Here it is, right up here. And as you can see, this is a massive, massive reservoir up here. It has a little boat ramp up in here, and I did bring my fishing pole, but honestly, it was heavy winds, and I don't even know what I was thinking. Enterprise Reservoir has rainbow trout and smallmouth bass. And as you can see, I thought I'd be smart and I'd bring a fly with a little bubble. It's sort of like fly fishing with a little less work. I'm a mediocre fly fisherman, and boy, it was cold. I had to put my gloves on. I cast out here for a bit, but honestly, I mean, it was sort of pity cast at this point. I wasn't going to catch anything. It's very tough. Water's cold. It's blowing. And as you can see, the fish, they're not going to be up there. And they're not even going to see the fly that I put down here. But it's amazing reservoir. So I'm really looking forward to bringing the kayak out here. And this is Honeycomb Rocks Campground. It's closed right now. It'll open up later this year. It's part of Dixie National Forest, Pine Valley. You can look and check it out more online, but I walked behind the fence to give you a little view here, but it's cute. I mean, it's not electricity, it's boondocking a little bit. It's dry camping basically, but I like that it had pretty flat campsites. You've got a bit of a shade point. You've got a fire ring, picnic table. Honestly, for a remote campground, this is really nice. So I'm looking forward to maybe spending some time up here. And I like the combination of smallmouth bass and rainbow trout. I think that would be a lot of fun. Plus, if you're into off-roading, there's a ton of forest roads, so you can go explore out here. I hope you've enjoyed this short little scouting trip of the Gunlock Reservoir and Enterprise Reservoir in Enterprise, Utah, down here in southern Utah. If you're taking a trip out here, this is a great way to go visit some of our great national parks and then get a little fishing in on the side. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you're liking these videos, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, leave a like. I'm just getting this off the ground and I love to fish and I just want to share my journey with you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.